What type of job do you have now? I'm not gonna say what job I have. I'm not gonna say where I work, what I do, nothing like that. Because I've learned a valuable lesson from last time with talking a little bit too much and dealing with the backlash and also stalkers. So I'm just gonna say that so far I like my job. It seems pretty good. It's a very like go job, very, you know, a lot of cardio. I enjoy it. I've actually been getting really sore after work, which is good because I'm getting a workout. So I'm hoping to lose weight with this job and then also sign up for a gym too. So I want to like move my body more compared to like the 5 years of me being self-employed and just sitting down. The type of job I have is just, you know, running around, a lot of go on your feet, which I don't mind because again, I'm getting a nice, good workout in at the end of the day. Will you ever do a minimalist house tour? I am on the fence about this. I mean, I'm sure you guys are gonna see the obvious back there. We did get some new furniture. I might do a video of like the new furniture that we purchased. It's not much. We kept the same couch. So I might show things like that, but I'm still on the fence of showing the entire house because I think it's not just privacy, but I want to keep my peace. I know back then when I talked and shared too much, people were just coming for me and I would soak in all of that negativity and it would ruin my day and just make me feel super down. And I don't want to be in that down spiral mode anymore. Like I want to be positive and happy, and lately I have been ever since I switched the name of the channel and kind of switch the channel of like not being about me and being more about helping you guys. So that doesn't mean I won't show some parts. Like I just redid our silverware section, so in the kitchen I might show that part, like some organization areas. Since it's such a small house, I found some ways to save money and save space when it comes to organizing. Still learning, but I might do videos like that, but I probably won't show like the guest room or the basement. We're actually going to be redoing the basement for an apartment down there. Around next year we'll be doing that. So there's some areas that I won't ever show. The yard I'm not showing. I don't think I'll even show the balcony. Again, I'm like going through this in my head right now. It might change, but as of right now, I don't feel comfortable showing like the entire house. Not like I used to with my apartments. I've changed a lot throughout the years where I just want peace, happiness, and privacy. Will you make a garden in your new yard area, grow fruits or vegetables? Yes. So right now I really haven't had the time to do any of that because I've been so busy with work and my schedule is all over the place. I get 2 days off a week and it's scattered. It's like I get Sunday off and then I get Wednesday off, and like every week it changes. And this is because I'm new. So I'm sure like with me being there longer, I hopefully can have a set schedule, because I truly don't like being bounced around, especially at this age. I don't like being bounced around, but I do plan on having a garden. And I think I'm gonna do the garden, not in the yard per se. I think I wanna do it on the balcony. I think it'll just be easier and the sun hits the balcony really, really well. So I think I'm gonna do, not a lot. I'm gonna try to do tomatoes. Let me know down below what fruits and vegetables do well on the East Coast, because I've never had a garden before, so I'm a little skeptic on like, maybe this is not gonna grow because of where I live. But I know for sure like tomatoes will grow because I've seen everybody in my family, co-workers grow tomatoes, no problem. So I'm pretty sure I can do that. Will we be adopting another cat? I've also seen questions saying, will we get a dog now that we have a yard? No dog. I'm not into dogs. I mean, I love all animals, but I'm just not a dog person. I think they require a lot of work, especially with my partner and I, like the way we are with our work schedules, we're never here. And I'm so grateful that, you know, with cats, like Milo has his own cat box, he's got water, he's got everything that he needs. He's actually taking a nap on the couch right now. The older he's getting, the more he's just sleeping like 18 hours a day. I've even called our vet to be like, is this normal? And she's like, it's normal. He's 4 years old now, so he's going to just sleep, sleep, sleep. But yeah, I find cats just a lot easier. And it's nice where with him, he already knows what not to do. Like, we've trained him pretty well. So he's just doing his own thing. And unfortunately, Milo is very aggressive. Throughout the years, he has gotten pretty aggressive with his vet. We actually have to like give him gabapentin before going to the vet because it is just a nightmare going with him. He wants to attack everybody, and I don't blame him. He's been through a lot. So he's the same way when he sees other cats and other dogs. He just likes to be alone. Even when we're there, like, I'll drop him off if they're doing blood work or something, and they will have to keep him in like a separate room because he can't be around other cats, like in cages, because he gets aggravated. So adopting another cat, even if he was to get along with other cats, I wouldn't want to adopt another cat or a dog. It's just, again, it's going to cost way more money. And I've been through so much with Milo, like $42,000 worth of problems with Milo. That's why my savings has been drained. I don't regret it. I love him. I've always wanted to save an animal and give an animal a really good home. But boy, did I get more than what I bargained for. And you have to just keep in mind when you adopt a pet, you never know what health problems that are going to occur. I really thought it was going to be like, oh, buy him this toy, this food, it'll be fine. And then it was like back-to-back health problems. We're just keeping Milo, and that's it. And we're not adding any other pets here, and my partner agrees. He's like, not even a fish. Like, we're not doing it because we just been through so much mentally and financially with having pets. Has your wardrobe changed since going back to work? Have you added any new pieces? No, thankfully my job provides a uniform, which I'm so grateful for. I hear some people complaining about the uniform. I love it because I don't want to buy clothes right now. Like, my wardrobe is a more extreme minimalist wardrobe. I think I own like 4 shirts, 7 pairs of pants, and maybe a couple sweaters and like a bunch of socks and underwear, and then like 2 bras. Again, very, very extreme minimalist wardrobe. So when they handed me the uniform, I was just so excited. I'm like, yes, thank goodness, because it's just one less thing I need to think about when getting ready in the morning. And also with laundry, I'll throw in the uniform, take it out, air dry it, and by the time it's ready for work, I just put it on. You don't have to like steam it, iron it, do any of that, because it's like one of those like wrinkle-free uniforms. How are you feeling about this new job? When I started this job, I was like, for orientation, I was feeling confident. I was like, I got this, like, I know what I'm doing. I'm older, even though I've been out of the work field for 5 years, I got this. So orientation was 2 days, and then it was the actual work days. It was my shift, my first work day at this job was 6 to 2. So 6 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which I love that shift. That was my old shift back in the day. With a couple jobs, I've done that shift, and I love it because you get out early, you get in early, you get out early. So I was happy about the shift, but when I got there, when it comes to training, it's just like go, 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 like do this, do this, do this, do this. You got that? Okay, let's move on to the next thing. I had a panic attack when I left work. In my car, I cried. I was having a hard time breathing. I called my sister, she calmed me down, and then eventually I talked to my therapist, and she gave me some tactics to do. But I really felt like my world was falling apart. I felt like a failure the first day of work. I don't want to cry, but I felt like a failure because I always wanted to be this person where I did my own thing, and I thought YouTube was gonna like do so well that I wasn't gonna have to go back to a regular job. But you never know what life is going to give you, and I had to just take a step back and be like, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I'm doing this for a reason. I eventually calmed down, and I started to like kind of like look at other workers and stuff. And also it doesn't help that I am one of the oldest people in this building. The people that are my age are usually doing like other things in the building, and what I'm doing is more of like where the younger crowd is. And I'm not saying I'm old, but I am very much older. And I will say everybody seems nice so far. I mean, I haven't been there for a year. I've been there for, I think it's like 3 months now. But everybody seems nice so far. And a lot of people kind of like blink twice when I tell them my age because they think that I am younger, which I'm taking it. I'm taking that to my grave because I do feel like, you know, how I've been feeling about myself lately is that because I don't wear makeup, I don't dye my hair, I barely take care of myself like I used to because I'm so focused on saving, working, paying bills, things like that. It's really nice that some people, you know, say like, oh my God, you look great, you're doing great, you know. I constantly tell people like, I'm a little rusty, I've been out of work for 5 years. Some people are pretty good there, but that first day was hard. And now I'm just like for instance, today I'm doing like a short shift and it's like a 6-hour shift I'm doing, which is not bad. So when I get in, I already know like, all right, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna do the main job. I kind of have like a system in my head, and it's been calming me down because I like things to like have like, well, I like certain jobs and certain tasks to have structure. So I'm trying to create that structure in my head of like, you're gonna do this. Once when you're done with this, check it off. Then you're gonna do this. Once you're done with that, check it off. Instead of like running around like everybody else does. So that structure that I've built in my head, well, the system for that job has helped me calm down my anxiety and my panic attacks. With going back to work, what are your new financial goals for short term and long term? Obviously, I want to put a lot more money into my emergency fund. Unfortunately, with this job, overtime is not allowed, which sucks, but I have YouTube. So YouTube is my overtime pay. Whatever I make with YouTube is going to go into savings. So I have my emergency fund that I want to fix. I also want to save some money in I want to put some money towards my cat fund. I have a cat fund. So it's like a vet fund. I wish I would have done this in the beginning of having a cat, but when you know better, you do better. I also want to put some money towards new car fund. Don't get me wrong, I love the car that I have, but I want something better on gas and newer, which I'm saving for that. I am not doing payments, but I'm going to start a whole separate savings account for that. So far, my car is perfectly fine. Knock on wood. I don't want to like jinx myself or anything, but I do want to save for a more fuel efficient car. Like not an electric car, because those are just way too pricey, and I am not doing car payments. I've been there, done that, not doing it again. I prefer to buy my cars in cash and just to own it outright. So with this car that I have, I've owned it since 2021. I bought it in cash and I love it. It's a great car. It just sucks on gas. It eats up the gas. It's a V6, and I do a lot of driving now with going back and forth to work. And I'm seeing like, I'm spending like, I think it's like $160 a month on gas. And I'm just like, no, I want something newer, and I want something that has a 4-cylinder. And the reason why my car is bad on gas is because it is an older model. And those models, I'm not going to say what model I have or anything for privacy reasons, but the car that I have, it is old. And around that time, that era of like 2010, 2011, they were only making V6 and V8s with this model. So now with like 2018, 2019, 2020, they're making like this type of model 4-cylinders, which is great. Anyways, I have like a car fund. I want to put money towards that. And I think the last thing I want to say, like I have a huge list here of financial goals, but the last financial goal that I'll talk about, to not take up too much of your time, is I would like to get my credit score to 800. Right now I'm at I think it's 789. I would like to get up to 800. And yeah, I know that might not be a big deal to some people, but coming from someone that had a 420 credit score in 2017 and I've been building it up ever since, I'm pretty proud of myself, and I just want to keep going with it because unfortunately credit is everything in the US. If you have bad credit, you can't get a house, you can't get a condo, you can't really move forward financially. So I just try my best to keep my credit score decent, and I want to get up to that 800 mark. So those are some of my new financial goals. I'm going to answer one more question and then we're going to do a part 2 because I am running out of time and I have to go shower and get ready for work. So the last question I'm going to answer for this Q&A is, how many properties did you tour before you decided on the house that you wanted? So we started touring at least 4 to 5 houses every other week. And I will say this, the inventory, extremely low. There wasn't much inventory, so we were going to different cities, different towns, driving a lot, looking at these houses. And luckily we only went to like one open house. I honestly don't like open houses because you're just in the mix of everybody there. I like to make an appointment with the agent and then go just with you and your agent instead of having a bunch of randos there. So we went to one open house and then we realized like we don't like doing open houses and we just want to see the house on our own. I mean, sometimes you don't get the option. If you ask, you can get the option. Closed mouths don't get fed, so always ask. And when it came to the amount of properties we seen, I think we seen over like 57 houses. And I think we put like 7 offers on 7 different houses and we were getting outbidded. There were quite a few contractors that were also in the mix buying fixer-uppers and they had cash. So that was another thing that we didn't take in consideration, that there's contractors buying houses too in the mix of you and other first-time home buyers, which kind of sucked because cash does talk. So we started looking in last July. We took a break in December. I think we seen like one house in December, fell in love with it, put an offer. We got outbidded once again. And I was feeling so discouraged. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't think we're ever going to get a house. You know, like negative me was just like blah, 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 blah. And my partner's like, no, we're going to get a house. Trust me. Like his positivity, I love it. I love it because it keeps me going, honestly. It wasn't until a week before Valentine's Day, my mom and my niece and nephew and my mom's boyfriend, they were coming over and this house popped up on the market a week before Valentine's Day. So it was like the first week of February. I couldn't go see it. So my partner just went and I trust his judgment. And he's like, Kira, it's perfect. It's everything we ever wanted. It's in our price range. And I was like, yeah, if you feel like it's worth it, then put an offer on before someone beats us to it. So this was like the last offer we did. This was the 7th house that we put an offer on. I didn't see the property, but I trust his judgment. It was on the market for 2 days. It was a little bit of a bidding war, but we won. And the rest is history. I'm so grateful, so much more happy to like be in your own home. Like I am so grateful to be like in our own home and to have a washer and dryer, to have like new appliances when it comes to the stove, the dishwasher, the fridge. I honestly, like there's times I'm like, this can't be real. Like there's times I feel like a landlord owns this because I've always rented my entire life. So it's just nice. It's a nice feeling to come home to your home. Even though the mortgage is high, we're working our butts off for it, and just to be able to enjoy this house again. The latest I get home is like 7 at night from work, which is not that bad. And I can still enjoy like taking a nice bath in a new tub that's, you know, a bathroom that's not pink and the grout is all black and nasty like our old apartment. You know, this bathroom is beautiful. Like, just everything is just, I couldn't ask for more. I know that was a long Q&A video, and I probably was all over the place, but I haven't been filming, so I'm a little rusty. Again, we're gonna do like 2 more Q&As because there are so many more questions that you guys have been asking and wondering about. And then after doing all of this, I will get back to our main agenda, which is minimalist videos and things that I have been changing around the house to keep things more minimal. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.